G'day guys, welcome back. Well, I've got my old H502E from Hubsan. This is my first GPS drone, and recently it burnt out a motor. I think it was this one here on the front left. So what I'm going to do today is a little bit of a project, bit of a restoration. I bought some of these parts when I first bought this quadcopter back in 2017. Like I said, it was my very first GPS quadcopter. So back then I bought some of these bearings, ball bearings for the actual motors here. These typically come with the original bushes, stock standard. So I'll be replacing those. Also got some brand new motors with some upgraded brass pinions. Those are all the rage back then for the 052E. They were a good upgrade back then because these original motors come out with the plastic pinions. So I've got some of these I'm going to put into it. Brand new motors. And some new props. Okay. Also got new shafts as well, because the Loctite is so good on these quadcopters when you first put them together. As you can see there, I had to snap a prop off. These original screws for the props, they actually strip out because they've got Loctite built into them. When you screw them in, that's pretty much it. So I had to buy two new shafts. This one here, I actually broke it off trying to get the prop off. So alright guys, so I'm just going to get stuck into it. It should be like a brand new quad pretty much when I finish it. So yeah, I thought well, I've got nothing to do on the weekend now, not many places to go with the pandemic, so now's the time to restore an old quadcopter. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get stuck into this and it'll be pretty much like a brand new quad when I'm finished with it. Okay guys, just a little update. I've gone ahead and put the bearings in so far. As you can see there, it's got the ball bearings on the top and bottom of these motor mounts. Okay, here are the original bushes. They're the plastic bushes that come with it. So got rid of them. Also made a little hole here to have the antenna external on the quad for a better range later on when I come to put it all together and fly it. Now I'm at the stage where I'm going to swap these motors out, guys. So there's the brand new motors here. We've got the brass pinion, as you can see, and they're the original motors. Now, even though there's only one motor that has failed, I'm going to swap all four, obviously, just to freshen it right up. So, I mean, this quad's been pretty good. I've had it for 3 years now, and it's only just recently failed on me with one of these motors after all that time. And I'm going to freshen it right up. So I'm going to get my soldering out, get my solder out, desolder each wire, and resolder the new motors in place, and then it's just a matter of putting it back together, guys. Okay, I've got the new shafts here, two new shafts for those ones that were stripped out, because I mentioned before the Loctite on those props. There's the model number there. When you initially put the prop screws into these shafts here, here's one here. This is why I had to buy those two new shafts. I don't know if it's not zooming in or it's not focusing, but you can see the old screws still in there, guys, and it's stripped. Right, so all I have to do is take these cogs out, the gears, they just slip off, and I'll put two new shafts in, which I've got, like I just showed you in this packet here. There's the part number, guys, H502-22 if you're after one of those. They're original Hubsan part. I got these off eBay. Alright, so I've just got to desolder the old motor wires out, put the new motors in and solder them back onto the board. Put these 2 new shafts in. It's a matter of just putting it all back together, guys. Alright, so once it's finished, I'll show you the end result. Alright guys, well I've got it all back together now. I've got it turned on. I poked the antenna out the side there and it's just strapped to the leg, the rear leg. The satellites are fluctuating on this. I'm inside a garage, so I'm surrounded by metal, so probably won't even hold GPS lock. The reason I'm doing it in the shed is because it's rather windy outside, so this is just a quick test, make sure everything's working right. I don't expect it to hold GPS lock in here really. So yeah, it's working. Twitching a bit because of the metal in this garage, so had a feeling it would. But seems pretty good on the new motors. You can hear the ball bearings. Seems pretty smooth. So just a quick test, guys. It's obviously not picking up the GPS properly in here, which I expected it to not behave the way it should, especially it's under indoors. But yeah. Shut it down. So that's it. Well, it passed the hover test anyway. Like I said, the GPS is fluctuating. See, it's going from 8 to 5, 6, 7. Yeah, see, it's all over the place. So that's why it was sort of twitching a bit. It was losing GPS lock and then maybe trying to fight to gain it again. But anyway, it's too windy to fly outside, guys. Otherwise, if it was a calm day, I'd test it outdoors. But I don't have an SD card or anything in it. I just wanted to see if it works, and it does. So yeah, on a nice calm day, I'll take this out for a flight, and it should perform rather well. So anyway, I just yeah, decided to restore this rather old classic Hubsan quad that I bought a few years back, around just after I started my channel. This is my first GPS toy grade or GPS quadcopter overall that I thought I'll purchase back then. Alright, I've done many flights with this one, most of them long distance flights. I think the best I got was 650 meters out, and then I returned it home because I had an FPV camera on it and I lost range. So I hit return home, and it's always come back to me. I've had a lot of good flights with this one, most long range flights too, especially when I first bought this. I tried different mods. I had different lenses on the front. I tested it for distance many times, and yeah, that's it. Alright guys, so anyway, I hope you enjoyed this quick video. I just thought I'll just restore this one with downtime since the pandemic. You know, just trying to keep myself busy. All these parts, ball bearings and brand new motors here, these upgraded brass pinion ones I had since pretty much day one of owning this quad. I just stocked up on spares, and yeah, like I said, I went to fly it a couple of weeks ago, and one of these motors crapped out. I think it was this one. After all that time, 3 years of ownership and many flights, lost count of how many flights I've done with it, the original motor crapped out on it. Other than that, I've never replaced anything on it, guys. It's been a good little quad. So anyway, yeah, this is still fluctuating up and down like crazy, so I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching once again, and I'll catch you on the next video. Till then, be safe and happy flying. Bye for now, guys.